Hi guys! For today's practice, we will be doing a yin restorative practice. 2 blocks and a blanket would be helpful. We're going to go ahead and get started in Savasana. Immediately preparing our bodies for restoration. As you settle in, I would like to read to you a meditation from Melody Beatty's Journey to the Heart. She asks, "Are you ready, willing, and able? Have you cleared the path you want to travel? Are you ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes to have what you want? Decide what you want. Be as clear as you can be. Say it. Write it. Share your idea with a friend. Then ask yourself if you are ready, willing, and able to do what it takes to have what you want. Ask yourself that question as often as you need to. Watch how you feel when you say what you want. Look for objections, blocks from within, obstacles on your path. Look closely at yourself, your fears, your angers, your resistance. Let your feelings come up. Acknowledge them, then let them go. One after another, remove the blocks until the path you want to travel is clear. Remove the obstacles until you can clearly see your vision and your voice is strong and clear. I'm ready, willing, and able to have what I want, and it's in my highest good." Melody offers these final words. The way to your dreams, the way to make your visions come alive, is by taking a journey inside your soul. Are you ready, willing, and able to have what you want? Do you believe it when you hear yourself say it? When you do, the road will be clear, and you'll be ready to travel the path you desire. I invite you to come from a place of inquiry tonight, inquiring as to what it is you desire out of your body during this practice, out of your spirit for the next hour, and make space for all of the emotions that arise. Everything is welcome in yoga. And with that, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Coming back into your body, coming to a fetal position on one side. Letting your breath flow naturally, but intentionally. So what I mean by that is remember to breathe, but you don't have to worry about any specific type of breath with this practice. Gently make your way up to seated. We're going to start our practice sitting crisscross applesauce. So pick one leg to be out front of the other. You can sit on a block if you need to. And then inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Look at your hands. Exhale, arms come down, chin tucks towards the chest. Inhale, lifting up slowly, chin lifts. Exhale, tucking down and in. Just a gentle opening here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, reaching down, looking down. With your chin tucked to your chest, gently roll your right ear to your right shoulder. And walk your left fingertips out and away from your body. You might need to pause and reset the spine or the shoulders to make sure you're upright. And that's perfectly fine. Becoming aware of the sensation, right? From the fingertips down on the ground, up your arm, into your shoulder, your neck, maybe even behind the ear. Rolling through center, come to the other side, left ear to left shoulder. Walk your right fingertips out. And again, we're just becoming aware of the sensations. Asking our body if it's ready, willing, and able to open up. And then making your way chin back to the center of your chest. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, coming through heart center, walking your arms out. Hinge over your legs. You might need a block under your forehead. Again, maybe you're sitting on a block. Based on whichever leg is in front, you'll get more of a sensation in this forward fold. And of course, we'll do the other side as well. Keeping your chin towards your chest. So there will be a rounding of the upper back in this pose. Your only task is to surrender. Walk your hands back closer towards your legs, lifting your torso up. The last thing to lift is your chin. Inhale your arms up. Exhale back down. Switch your feet, so opposite foot in front now. Resettle onto your sit bones. Inhaling your arms up. And then exhale, fold forward, walking your arms out just like you did before. Taking a really big full inhale and sigh. Walking your hands back in, lifting your torso, unfurling your spine. Crown of the head lifts up. Taking your legs out long for a seated forward fold, wide-legged, so a straddle pose, if you will. I like to grab a block here, it helps me out. And I just want you to have lots of water and fluidity under your knees, behind your knees, and kind of sway down side to side until finally, wherever it feels best for you, your forehead drops either to a block or to the ground, and just settle in, making space for your body to open up. Deep exhale, and just settle for a moment before walking your hands back towards the center, removing the block, bringing your knees close, your feet about mat's width distance, and just windshield wiper your knees side to side. I'm going to turn the other way so I'll fit on my mat. And as you windshield wiper side to side, I want you to take a deer pose. So both knees will drop to the right, and you will twist to the back of your mat. A block under the forehead is really awesome here, or you can stay seated if that's what's best for you. And just allow your body to relax. As you get deeper into the pose, maybe you lower the block or you come onto your elbows, your breath in your body will tell you when it's ready, willing, and able to go deeper. You have about 30 to 45 seconds left in this pose. So if you've been wondering if you should deepen, maybe now's the time to try. There's a difference in finding our edge and settling in and then going too far and causing injury. So I invite you to explore your edge. I feel like when we are living big dreams, we are kind of living on the edge. We're trusting that God or the universe will catch us if we fall from these big, mighty dreams. Gently begin to press your torso back up. Untwist your spine. Coming back towards center, windshield wiper baby side to side. And then get a little bigger until you land in deer pose on the left side. So just like before, you figure out where your edge is to start, and then I'll let you know when we're further in if you want to dive a little deeper. About 30 to 45 seconds again on this side. Explore your edge once again. What can you do here to make yourself not only more comfortable, but take you deeper into the pose. You might have to squeeze your glutes and then relax them to make sure that you're really relaxed through your hips. Maybe you take deep, full inhales, allowing the stretch from the lower inner hip up through the organs. And then finally walking your hands back towards center, untwisting your spine. And then one more time, windshield wiper side to side. Windshield wiper one more each side, and then just come on to all fours and extend your right leg behind you for a calf stretch. So you're just gonna press all of your toes into the ground, press through your heel, letting your calf get a deep stretch here. Coming back in, go ahead and tuck both feet, your toes underneath you. We're gonna take broken toe pose. It's quite intense. So your toes are tucked underneath you, your hips are over your heels. You're just breathing here. I like to do a check and make sure my pinky toes are pressing into the mat. To help take your mind off of it, take your arms to a T, cross your arms over each other, one on top of the other, tuck your chin. You can do this. You are literally making your body ready, willing, and able to have feet that follow. Open your arms, other side. One of my favorite personal prayers is to have the ears to hear, the eyes to see, and the feet to follow. So we're opening up the feet here, making it possible for them to follow better. Open your arms, untuck your toes. That's a spicy stretch. You can tap your toes out on the mat to help kind of release that. It's pretty intense. Yeah, just do a little tippy tap. As much as you need. Then we're going to come into hero pose or reclined hero pose, depending upon your practice. So I personally need to begin by sitting on a block, and then you can also stack a block or a towel and a block and a towel, whatever you need, behind you. So as you begin to recline, you can rest on that if a full reclined hero is not in your practice. And your goal here is to just have deep opening across the quads and into the hip. And then if your chest is really tight like me, as you begin to lay back, you can even get an opening across the chest. So this is not camel pose, but reclined hero. If you want to take it one step deeper, maybe you flip your block to a lower level, or perhaps you drop onto your elbows. If you're in fully reclined hero, your work here is to just breathe. Moving slowly, lift your torso back up and come to child's pose. So kind of shimmy your knees further behind you and wider apart, big toes touch, drop your chest. We're going to come into a twisting variation of this pose. So go ahead and take a couple of deep breaths here, resetting your spine, pressing your tailbone down. And then inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle through right cheek and shoulder to the mat. And if it's not comfortable to get your cheek to the mat, you just put a block under your head or a pillow or a towel. Just make life easy. Coming in to a big full breath here, feeling the back of your scapula open, and then inhale, reach back up for the sky, resetting at the center, and just a regular child's pose. And then setting up, inhaling, lifting your left arm up to the sky, Good stretch here, and then thread the needle through. Same thing as the other side. Letting there be an opening in the scapula of the left shoulder area, and then left ear and cheek on the mat. Give yourself a really full grounding breath here. And then unfurl, twisting up and meeting back in downward facing. Pardon me, in child's pose. Whew. That's how you know I was on autopilot there for a second. My goodness. There is no down dog in today's practice. Take one more deep breath and then lift up, coming onto your back for Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet touch, knees open wide. You can bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart, or your hands by your side, or your arms overhead. If this is too intense on your low back or your hips, please put blocks or pillows under your knees. If it's not intense enough or you don't feel any opening, go ahead and put a block under your sacrum to help the knees have the opportunity to open a little wider.